Hello and welcome, internet friends, to my extreme difficulty Ackdarian game. So our position is better, but not spectacular. It might not appear better when you see this absurdity, but that's because we have absorbed, through war, this poor Ackdarian remnant, I guess, their colony of Xenox down here. They're now ours, and we're kind of working on these guys, although I don't know if we'll get them because the Ikaru are probably working on them as well, and we have not been focusing on it, and the Ikaru probably have been for a while, right? Yeah, let's look at these guys. So, yeah, they have agreements with almost everybody. Oh, they don't like the Ikaru. They're okay with the Ackdarians. They're very displeased with the Mortallans. With us, they are neutral. So we might be able to pull this off. More likely the Ackdarians will get them. I don't know if the Ackdarians can reach them, though. Sometimes there's a weird thing where, because these guys have their own special way of working, you can get colony ships to them and take them even when it's out of range. Something I usually don't try to abuse. We are now going to search up here to see if there's any planets or expansion area up here. We are very short on potential colonies. Oh, they're already showing us all of these, but I didn't think you could colonize worlds from people who are not assimilated. We have no money. What am I thinking? Oh god, we are in so much trouble. Our queue is gonna cap out. Our queue is going to actually cap out. Hopefully, just for a few minutes, our lovely civilian economy will come to our rescue and make this positive long enough for us to put some things in our queue. We're not even going to be able to build these planetary governance buildings because we don't have the money for them. Yeah, this is troubling. This is troubling. But we are going to do our best. We're going to do our best. Try to consolidate all of our area and just do our very best. Please. 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 Please save us, civilian economy. Because we are in deep... Ooh, there's 100. We are in deep trouble before we can get rid of this huge negative here. And we still have this problem, which is a pretty significant negative here too. The support costs here aren't bad. The corruption losses aren't bad either. It just all comes down to not making enough money. Yeah, it's difficult. We won't even be able to colonize any worlds we find that are colonizable. It's just not a thing we'll be able to do. What is your development at? Development's actually pretty good. Yeah, we are in a tough position, I'll tell you that. Okay, so we need to go into here and we need to immediately take advantage of the fact that we currently have a bit of positive money to put something worthwhile. What is the most worthwhile thing we could drop into that queue? Space construction? What is likely to produce new ships? Enhanced civilian ships is likely to produce new ships. Maybe new engines too, and they're cheaper. New engines might be good. Don't think we can afford to put anything in the third row on since we put something in the second row on. Transport systems maybe. Maybe we can put on this too. That gives us something to put our research into that will be immediately useful when we have no money. The whole thing is very troubling. We will see what happens. At very least, the proton engines might get us some upgrades for some civilian ships that could produce some money for us. Hopefully. Hopefully. Our fleets are not exactly in the best shape they've ever been in. I think we need 2 more escorts and a frigate to refresh that fleet properly. The third fleet here, though, once it refuels, it could go hunting. Probably shouldn't have given money to these guys. I probably should have just accepted the fact that I can't, I'll lose them to someone else. Because I don't have the money. I don't have the money to attempt to keep them in my good graces. If I don't have the money to do it on whole, then doing it at all could be argued to be something of a waste. Okay, let's head in here. See if we can find anything good up here. These 3 stars are a pretty good search point, I think. There's a mangrove forest moon here. Let's check that out before we leave the system. Somebody has given me 4,000. Oh, see, there was an upgrade. There was some money. Not much money, but it was money. What should I do with that money? Probably invest it in more technology. That's an in-place upgrade, so we don't want to do that. Water colonization. Maybe just improved no, that's too expensive to make use of. I grab fast mining. It's actually useful, and enhanced energy collection. Those are both useful technologies that could trigger upgrades because they're actual upgrades instead of inline upgrades. They're actually new equipment. Yeah, I thought I wanted to do that too, but I am not convinced that's the right move. But I'm also not convinced it's the wrong move, so we're gonna do it. Building that might give me some money, which would give me less sinkage. Our exploration ships are under attack all over the place. Let's see here. That is not right. You are totally missing. You're totally missing a frigate. Have you basically like retired that position due to the fact that we all love the forceful warrior and its last stand against all odds? Let's set these guys to 50% of fuel range. Let's set them, and then we will tell them that their role is going to be attack. Then let's go to the military thing here and let's just set a bunch of things that are pretty significantly weaker than them. But he is up here handling that. What have you discovered about this planet? Well, you seem to have discovered that its suitability is low, and thus we must move on. And we will. Grab this, please. Yes, good. Please help us with the Mortallons. We need those guys to not hate us, because anybody near us that doesn't go to war with us, any potential ally, is a big deal. Anything in this star system that makes it worth... Nope, nothing there. There is nothing there at all. That's actually not surprising. We are so congested. We're going to have such problems, but I'm pretty sure the Okaru is going to be our combat front. I think because they're weaker than the Mortallons, and we need any advantage we can get. They offer to sell us some system maps. We don't want that. That's fine. We can do without that. What did we find up here? Oh, a bunch of planets that might actually be good for something. A continental moon. Let's start. Oh, you're literally already there, buds. That's great. Get some scanning done on this marshy moon. Start your work. You probably should get retrofitted, though. You probably should get retrofitted. After you do these 2 scans, I think we're going to send you in to get retrofitted. Where did this ship come from? What is this? We didn't build this. Okay. It's interesting. Sort of fallen off doing anything with those spies. I have money again. Am I going to repeat the same mistake as last time and just like try to get these guys to be more friendly with us? I suppose I am. I suppose we're going to do that. I mean, I don't like them. They make me unhappy. I've never really liked any of the bug races, but these new spider guys are like even worse. Hopefully we can find a way to overlook their obvious disgustingness and find a way to integrate them usefully into our empire. Yeah, it's an actual 0. Yeah, it's not a we don't know what's here, but it's an actual 0. So let's go to this colony world, and you can now survey that. After which, hopefully, we can send you home. Investigate the Exalted Tower. It has given us 6 detailed maps. Colony development and scenery bonus for these ruins. Take me to the location. Let's pop up. Those maps might be some of these ones down here. Some of the stuff over here. Not really sure. But, you know, things are actually starting to turn out pretty good. I wonder how good this colony world is. This continental moon is. We do not yet know. We do not yet know. We will not know for 60 seconds. Well, let's hang out with this guy for a little bit to find out. Okay, that's fine. 8. Well, that could have been better. That is actually admittedly a bit disappointing. Send you, actually, you know what, buds? You know, my good friend, retrofit, please. Please retrofit. Now is your time to retrofit. We're gonna have our breakthrough soon. Everyone. They want us to build a planetary administration center, and we absolutely will. The breakthrough is happening. Once it does, we're going to fund a colony on this world because we don't have to do anything with it to make it worthwhile. We found a bunch of new worlds that we really can't use yet, but that's okay. By the looks of things, ice might be our best starting world type. No, we don't need anything from you right now, but thank you. Thank you for the offer. we're gonna have to use these ice worlds to create some like colony density so we can fund more and then hopefully get a boost ahead. Again, these Ikaru are probably going to be our next target. Are they invading these guys? Are you invading? Are you invading these guys? You're supposed to be peaceful. What? Are you doing it? Is this happening? Are you invading these guys? Come on, guys. I mean, that's a strong attack fleet, but it's not so far ahead of us that I feel like I can't get in line with them. Dismiss this. Assign that. Okay, now that we have some money available, after those two, I think we need to start pushing some. These are the ultra efficient weapon engines. Their maximum thrust is 9,000 as compared to 7, 7, and 8. So these are just like straight better, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So we'll be building those. Let's see what else. I think maybe we go up to the ablative shields. Can't go too crazy, but I also like need stuff. I'm gonna get shock forces because if we'd had those before, we would have done better. And then coming up to here, advanced blasters is like a direct upgrade, but the high power blasters is what leads us to the end of the row. So we'll just skip this upgrade. It'd be nice if we could get it for free, but that would require some serious luck. And just looking where we want to end up, we want to sort of end up here. We're going to have to do a lot of these. The other possibility, though, is we could go down high energy payload, but those don't align as well because they have shield bypass to armor bypass, like they're different. These are shield bypass, armor bypass. These are shield down, armor up. And these are shield up, armor down. This is high energy cohesion, which is more damage, less range, I think. And this is the more range, less damage. So let's just start here. Yep, that was a lot of our available money, but we need a queue badly. Yes, I will offer them a gift. I'm happy with offering them a gift. Does that give us the ability to offer them the next trade? It doesn't. We need to improve our relations by literally 6. So if that had been a full-sized gift, it would have worked, but it didn't because it wasn't. Okay, this is fluctuating between 0 and 1,000, which is actually way better than it was before. Like, unabashedly way better than before. I'll go through the cycle up here. I'm just checking out each of these to see how things are going. The third fleet is on its missions. You guys repair. I don't know why you haven't. We are going to need another fleet as soon as we can pay for it. But that's not going to be immediately. We also need a ship hull upgrade, I guess. Right? Like interstellar destroyers. Okay, that's good. We haven't done anything with our spies for a short time because I kind of got nervous about using them. So let's target the Ackdarians for research and let's see what they have that we might actually use. Xenox language and expressions. Okay. Basic countermeasures. Okay. Deep space damage control. Shock force space construction. That is something we've been putting off that we should get. So you are going to get space construction. You are also going to go there, go to research, try to grab space construction. You are also going to go to the Ackdarians. Steel research, but you're not going to go after space constructions because that's what literally everybody else is doing. You can hit up, you can grab shock forces because that'll help us, I think. Let's look at our colony up here, our wonderful, wonderful new friends. How are they? They're 55%. Good. So they are starting to integrate. I feel good about that. You guys are also starting to do well. Hopefully this colony will be performing better soon. 2 good ice worlds, and this ice world is really good. So we're going to colonize that ice world right now. As soon as we can afford the ship for it, which should be like literally any second. Yeah, you can do that. I guess it's the colony ship thing. I think we should let the colony ship build first. I was going to say we should put a planetary governance building on the new Xenox colony, but the truth is I'm not sure that's right. I think we want this to reach the point where we can build our colony ship first. How is this system? Ice tundra planet and a mangrove forest. Okay, is this where you are? No, you're someplace else. So you are a spontaneous person doing a spontaneous person's work. I'm going to send you to there. And fast mining is about to happen, and that should be worth money to us. That should improve a lot of our sources of income and the amount of stuff that we're producing on our stations. I'm just going to go up here to ship designs. I'm going to go to my mining station there. I'm going to upgrade this just to make sure it still has everything on it I want. Yes, it does. Something we could really remove from it. No, not really. We could remove one. Thing is, if I remove this, I can put another small mining engine on, right? And then I could put another small mining engine on. And those small mining engines are more valuable to me. Let's save that. Let's get out of here. Let's go. So we just paid for the colony ship. Nice. Now let's check the colony ship here. It's built there. That makes sense, because this is where we're hoping that it's going to pick up from. Our Xenox friends assimilation is now 63%. That's good. I actually feel really good about that. We're sort of stabilizing, which is good. I don't know how far ahead of us our neighbors are, but once the stabilization takes place, we can start thinking about other things that are possible for us. I'm deeply disappointed at your guys' inability to do this. Come on. Come on, buds. I need you to do this. We're depending on you, friends. We are depending on you. Space construction is not going to be researched on its own. Oh, geez. Goodbye, double agent. I was worried the other guy was a double agent because I was worried they don't show it to us anymore, and that guy was totally a double agent. They totally assigned us a double agent. What are we going to do? Oh, I already fired them, right? Space construction is complete. Because you're done, that means we should actually go in here and cancel this mission because it's of no use. We target something different. Steel research. Hybrid plasma weapons. I don't even know what those are. I think we grab this. And then you do the same. I think you are going to, where are you? Boscarans. Research. That should help us. I would say that should help us. Our income is all over the place, but it feels more stable. I mean, it's not over 10K anymore, so that's a good thing. It is not even close to minus 10K anymore, so at least that feels like by our standard, that feels stable. You know, by our standards, that feels great. Maybe not by any reasonable standard, but by our current standard, that feels pretty wonderful. What do we got in here? We got ice asteroid, metallic asteroid, sulfur planet. Useless. Just check out our colony ship again. It's always cycling through things. Look at that. It's filled with wonderful Xenox colonists just going out there, grabbing a new world, helping us to expand, making us a better people, a better civilization. We got this 21 one too. I don't think that's what we're going to do though. Why? You were always getting detected. Oh, you're getting killed. Is this like the end of you? I wonder if they have what they require to like actually invade you. Yeah, you're much weaker than you were before, but your defense strength is still pretty dang high. I know that I couldn't attack that. But maybe those Ackdarians can. This Ackdarian fleet is about the same time as same size as any individual ones of my fleet. Good, thank you. Good job. Let's check that spy out. The first one. Oh, it was you. You're the one who failed. Oh, you don't usually fail, buds. So we've gained that. No, you did. You succeeded. It's you that failed. The one who has no benefits or penalties. And you are still out there trying to get the destroyers. I'm going to just immediately send you back out for research information, and we can hit up Where is it? Interstellar Destroyers with you as well. And you, I'm going to put you on countermeasures, I think. You know, mission type, counterintelligence. We should have somebody on that anyway. I'm also going to go to my colonies and go colony. So who is missing? So you don't have it, right? You have it and you have it, but you don't. So you need to build this. Please. Thank you. See? They're okay. They're xenophobic. That doesn't help. But they are good at their job. And we actually managed to thwart a mission because we have an actual counter spy agent now. Well, it's probably been happening the whole time. We're just not even going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about the implications that putting a counter spy agent on immediately uncovered a plot. Yeah, there's probably been plots all the time. There's probably been plots since the beginning. Ugh, not so good. Still have all these troops over here, but that's fine. It's good to keep them in the same place. Doing fine. You are fine. You are doing what you're doing what I would expect, which is you have a little bit of damage because you're trying to clear out the stuff, and we have founded a brand new colony. That's great. Show it to me. Let's see. The Xenox here are fully assimilated because that's just a thing that happens. Want to build them this right away. I feel really good about that. This game has achieved something the last game never did. It has achieved the point where we have internal expansion taking place without the fear of instantaneous destruction. Our Mortalan neighbors here do not love us, but they do not hate us. That's good by me. That's actually good by me. The Ikarus, they're not so good with us though. They're not exactly happy with us. We probably should try to learn some of their ways by learning them from the Ackdarians, who are their enemies. Could be useful. In fact, it is definitely useful. I like how all this is looking. We're gonna actually try to get this too, because I'd like to see this happen. I think that's a good idea, just to make these guys even a more stably neutral, or maybe even positive towards us. Offer them a gift? You want me to offer them a gift? This is a very small gift that I actually can't technically afford. They offered me a restricted trade agreement. That should definitely help to stabilize our relationship. That is really, 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 really good. Because this, we don't want to deal with. This, we can deal with. This is a problem too, but this is inevitably a real problem. Like, as in, I don't think I can avoid attacking these guys eventually. But now that my economy is stabilizing, once we get a positive number up here, and our tech is actually growing at its appropriate rate, we can do a really important thing, which is buy another fleet. Maybe even two another fleets. Like, two another fleets could be very important. Yeah, that could be extraordinarily important to what we are trying to do here, which is not just survive, but thrive. We have, in our potential new colonies list, we have a very appropriate planet for Xenox right here. And I feel like part of me says hold that off, and part of me says just go for it now. I think we go for it now. I think we can afford it. And we need to expand. Interstellar destroyers learned. Let's see. I'm going to start sending these guys out still to the Ackdarians because they are literally of no threat to me. So even if they do catch us, I don't care about that at all. And we are going to try to use them to get more about the Ikaru, just because that should help us to be able to put off our war with the Ikaru as long as possible. Knowing more about the Ikaru will absolutely help us out. So let's do that as well. Hopefully we can get another fleet built relatively soon. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go to ship designs because I need to build our first destroyer. Oh, you're a cutie too. Look at you. Oh, all the Ackdarian ships are such cutes. They're so very cute. They make me very excited and happy to participate in this Ackdarian adventure. I don't actually object to any of this. I don't think this is right though. I think this should be an Epsilon torpedo. And then I think the wide front should be the Maxim blaster. I'm gonna call this a line destroyer. Here we go. I just make those things up as I go. They're not supposed to really be that meaningful. This is all fine, I think. Our size is absolutely perfectly capped, which is hilarious and fine. We're going to save this and exit. Where are they? And we're going to actually go to the home defense fleet. We're going to edit it, give it a new name, which is General Fleet. And we're going to add to this. We're at destroyer level. We're going to add 4, 6, and 12. Good. And then we're going to check out our actual fleets. We're going to go to you here, and we're going to tell you build out the ships you need, and then we're going to go to fleet number 2, I believe, and we're going to tell you to build out the ships you need. Ah, the Mortallons are trying to spy on us. They might get upset if we keep defeating them in the spying, which could be a whole problem. Let's do a speak with them. Let's negotiate a deal. I have a base that's in your area, so you can just take that, and I will ask for that for it. Hopefully that helps stabilize our relationship. It's a pretty dense system, actually. There's a mangrove forest, and a bunch of ice moons. Okay. Maybe we can get something good going on up here. Maybe. We haven't bumped into the next edge of the Mortallons yet, which is actually kind of reassuring. Look at this. So you're ready to colonize. You're actually in flight to colonize. That's good. Future colony planets we've discovered. Nothing particularly good right now. We will try to get the oceans, and we will try to get the ice worlds soon, because that'll help us out a lot. Yeah, that was pretty inevitable. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, I knew we wouldn't get it. I said we wouldn't get it. I said we wouldn't, and we didn't. The Ackdarians did it. That's fine. We are in a bit of a difficult position, though. I guess we're heading up this way. Hopefully we don't bump into anyone right away. We still have this to deal with, too. So they are pleased with us. Speak with them. Offer treaties. Not enough to increase anything, but that's fine. At least we don't have to worry about these guys anymore. I didn't like them anyway. Hopefully we can have some worthwhile expansion up there to the north. Non-aggression treaty. Absolutely non-aggression treaty. Absolutely non-aggression treaty. I don't know how many ways to say absolutely non-aggression treaty. Absolutely non-aggression treaty. Let's look at you. You can probably actually build... Oh, you built it right away. So we're actually looking for you. Can you build this yet? You can. Look at you. Building a spaceport. Look at you. That puts us at a much more stable 5 colonies. We need our income to break, though, because I can't make another fleet until this breaks. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening. The reason it's not breaking is actually we still not broke even on these. That evens that out. So hopefully we can get this working. We are using very minimal research. I want to take this down to 50% and increase this to 50% and let them split the difference on what's left over. Not unexpected, but we should always check. I don't know, I'm checking these over ice worlds, I guess, because I'm still surging forward looking for places to put Ackdarians. Because this is starting to turn into another one of those games where the actual civilization we're playing is definitely not the actual civilization we started as. But we can't hold our development back in any category and keep up with our enemies. Just looking at this, the only real way I have for expanding right now is with the Xenox still. We are surprisingly lacking ocean moon worlds. It's a thing, but you can survey this for me. So we have found evidence of Mortallons. Guess head over to here. Yeah, it makes sense that Mortallons would be up there, though, because this is their territory. That's going to be rough, though. Trying to go to the south is going to be rough. Somebody has woken up the hive. That's cool. That again happened way earlier than I want it to. But we're still in a position where we're doing okay. If we look at the victory conditions, by far, the Mortallons are in the lead. Got to start developing in order for us to push even close to them. I feel like we still need to stabilize more before I can afford to do anything rash. Our development is pretty good across all of our worlds. If we look at this, everybody is building their, or has their planetary governments building, which is good. Our situation is definitely becoming more stable. I'm going to try to acquire shock forces. Pretty sure they had it on their list. They do, so we'll assign that to you. Then we'll do the same thing with you. Shock forces. Oh, but we're at that usual point we get to where we've started to stabilize. One of our neighbors is our friend, so we don't have to worry about them destroying us. They're not our friend, but I mean, they're neutral towards us, and we have a non-aggression pact. Most likely the south here into these guys here is going to be where we're going to be attacking. We're starting to build fleets that I consider to be moderately useful. Got some 4,000 strength fleets out there. I would like to build a only cruiser and frigate fleet with no escorts. We do really need our science to like normalize though, and that requires us letting our colonies develop for a while, but that means sitting here doing very little. Oh, we found a second silicon source. Well, that should help some of our problems. I am happy that we have Xenox because it does open up a huge number of new colonization possibilities for us. All of these snow worlds. You have succeeded. Good. Hopefully the other guy comes back soon, and then we will have shock forces. We will build some shock forces probably in the capital. I have a good base of money, but I am not doing research fast enough. That's pretty clear. I did not finish it. That did not finish it. Let's just put this here and drop it right underneath like that. But with that, I can say this. I have a stable empire. I have a non-aggression pact with the more aggressive of my two neighbors, and nothing with the less aggressive of my two neighbors. I can't let my southern neighbor get too far ahead of me before I declare another war, but if they are already far ahead of me, declaring that war could be literal suicide. That being said, I really have no choice. So pretty soon, hopefully, we will stabilize an economy to the point where I feel like I can afford another fleet, and then I will build another fleet, and we will use those fleets to attack the Ikaru down here with the specific purposes of taking this Xenox world from them. There are actually 2 Xenox worlds that they control, so we'll probably take the Xenox worlds. I don't know if I'll actually attack their main worlds. It'll all depend on whether or not I can succeed. Alright, thank you for watching. My name is Huntner, and this is my channel where I cover Distant Worlds and other games that I enjoy that usually have a strategy-based format. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider watching the next one. I hope to see you then. And goodbye for now.